What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet, the Indigo Disc. Last time, we completed the DLC, managed to defeat Kieran, managed to tame a ramparching Terapagos, and all is well in Blueberry Academy. But our story's not done yet. In this episode, we are going to kind of explore some of the new things that are available and try to begin the epilogue of the DLC. I did have to look up what exactly the steps needed to be to get it, but it's not really that complicated. First things first, I did notice that we have this, that apparently we haven't actually received. So I'm gonna do that, save the game. And apparently this gives us a ton of costumes. We got some apparel. I do wonder if it's... New spring uniform. Oh, interesting. They're different types of uniforms from Naranja Academy. Interesting. And the League. Why do all of them have shorts? Because they're comfy and easy to wear. Okay, let's just go ahead. We'll go with the... Let's see. I think it was the autumn. Yeah, the autumn uniform was what I had. I don't need to look at all the other stuff. It's fine. Anyway. So before we go and access all of that stuff... Ooh, we got a lot of stuff. So we need to go see Miss Briar. Amorous wants to talk to us. And Cyrano wants to talk to us. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk to Briar first. So what does Miss Briar want? Hey, Destro, glad to see you. You feeling rested and recovered after our big adventure down in the Underdepths? Sure am. Oh, youth really is an enviable thing. I'm still feeling all wrung out despite having been back for a while now. But on to why I called you here. Since our return, I've been writing up everything we discovered on our expedition. Honestly, I've hardly slept. I obtained Gita's permission to turn it all into a book, but don't worry, I made sure to skip a few details and omit the names of those involved. So, voila! A proof copy of the book, freshly delivered from my publisher, just for you. Okay, neat. Proof copy of exploration notes covering the Area Zero Underdepths, filled with long paragraphs describing what happened. I behaved recklessly in the Underdepths. I don't know what we would have done if it weren't for you. You truly deserve a copy of this book. I just hope it's sufficient as an apology. But there was something else I needed to check with you. Would you mind showing me your Terra Orb, Destro? Sure. I thought as much. It's behaving just like Kieran's and Carmine's orbs. I think it might be because your orbs were directly exposed to the energy from Terapagos. Kieran and Carmine say that ever since the Underdepths, they've been able to terrestrialize their Pokemon without charging their Terra Orbs. Actually, there's one more piece of news I should share with you relating to those deepest depths. You know the terrarium core that hangs from the ceiling of the terrarium? Well, until now, I've been keeping it topped up with a mixture of Paldean soil and water from the crystal pool in Kitakami. That's how we've been able to stabilize the terrestrial phenomenon on our academy grounds. But the other day, I tried adding crystals I collected from the other depths to that mix, and it caused the properties of the core to change. The result? Pokemon shining in rainbow colors have started appearing all over the terrarium! And they have the Stellar Terra-type! Thanks to this, my research in the terrestrial phenomenon is shining brighter than ever! Okay, interesting. Let's see. Stellar grants a boost to moves, but only once per move type. After you use a move, no other moves of that same type will get a boost. In Terra Raid battles, all moves will be boosted without... Okay, so it is just the extra stab bonus from the Terra type advantage without changing the actual typing of the Pokemon. But I guess just in the main game, or at least just outside of a Terra Raid battle, it only works with the first move that you use. So... I don't know. It feels weird that a type that was labeled as every single type combined, it honestly feels pretty nerfed from that description. Granted, there was never an indication of that because you would have just like so many immunities, so many resistances. So, I don't know. I guess I understand, but yeah. Oh, and there was one last thing. A man in a blue suit was looking for you over by the entrance to the academy. That's all I have to report for now. Thanks for setting aside some time to chat. I'm off to pay a visit to my publisher, so I'll leave you to it. Next time we meet, I'll ask you for a good long look at Terapagos. Till then... Oh yeah, speaking of which... let's go ahead and take a look. First of all, Terapagos' Pokedex entry. Terapagos, the Terra Pokemon. Terapagos protects itself from using its power to transform energy into hard crystals. This Pokemon is the source of the terrestrial phenomenon. Stellar form. In this form, Terapagos resembles the world of the ancients saw it, and its terrestrial energy is abnormally amplified. And just its regular terrestrial form. Upon sensing danger, it prepares itself for battle by creating a sturdy shell of crystallized terrestrial energy. Interesting. So it was always a normal type. So does that mean... was that the reason? I think I need to take a look as to its actual ability before I say one reason or the other. Okay. So let's go to the box. First off, level 85. Jeez, I'm glad I was up in the 90s for that. Dang. Everything except physical attack is at best. That's pretty good. So, Terra Starstorm. Power of its crystals, the user bombards and eliminates the target. When used by Terapagos in its stellar form, this move damages all opposing Pokemon. Okay, well that explains that. And then, yeah, Zen Headbutt, Earth Power, and Water Pulse. Terra Shift. When the battle enters a battle, it absorbs the energy around itself and transforms into its terrestrial form. Okay. Doesn't really tell me much about what that does. Although I guess it just changes its look, and then I guess it might change its stats? What else does it have? Rock Polish, Double Edge, Heavy Slam, Protect, Headbutt, Ancient Power, Withdraw, Tri-Attack, and Rapid Spin. Not exactly a great set of moves. But that's fine, I suppose. Does it have a mark? It does not have a mark, unfortunately. Yeah, well. Okay, so that's interesting. Alright, well in that case, let's go ahead and check out Amorous. Okay, where is... there's Amorous, the only one in the classroom. Destro. You have my thanks for all you have done to help the League Club, and to help Kieran. Once you became champion, Kieran withdrew himself entirely from our ranking system. He did what? Although I consider this somewhat sad, it is not as if he and I can no longer meet. More than anything, I'm glad he seems to be acting like his former self once more. Indeed, I've been swept up in joy to such an extent that I prepared a tremendous amount of the flight-enabling supplemental used in my trial. Please feed your Agias an appropriate portion of it whenever you wish to fly. No, never mind. Come on now, Koraidon. Here you go. What? You want it to fly right now? Please, slow down. The supplement was never meant to be eaten in such large... Alright, cool. Now I think we can just fly indefinitely now, right? That's what this was? It would seem your Agios has powered up somehow. From the looks of it, I would guess that it has gained the power to fly whenever you wished it to. Well, I suppose this is an acceptable outcome. As it happens, there's a super hard course for my flying time trial. You may attempt it upon clearing the hard course. Feel free to do so when you are ready. Hey! Alright, so we actually do have some harder challenges. Thank goodness, because that league challenge was super easy. But hey, at the very least, now we have permanent flight. Time for me to go. So long, then. See ya, Amorous. Alright, we may need to look into that. But we've still got quite a few things to look into. First of all, what was this guy in the suit that was in the entrance, apparently? It's not Cyrano, I don't think. Him? Snacksworth? You have the biggest freaking smile.
Oh ho ho! Would you look at the cut of your jib? You must be the one everyone's talking about. You're the Paldean exchange student, Destro, or my name's not Snacksworth. Yes, indeed, call me Snacksworth. I do love to see the young students putting some real effort into their self-improvement. Especially the kids who really give their all for the old BBQs. I reward them with snacks. These snacks I make are very special treats, made just to the tastes of certain Pokemon. With one of my snacks in hand, you may find yourself running into quite spectacular Pokemon. So come give old Snacksworth the latest whenever you've been hard at work on those BBQs.
Okay.
What does that mean? Now let's see if you've been chipping away at those BBQs or not, Destro. Heavens to Betsy, you've gone and completed 10 solo quests! I'd say you've earned yourself one of my special snacks, Destro. I'm sorry, what? Latios? Can I catch a Latios with this? It's a key item. I think we can go catch a Latios. Okay. That's not what I was expecting at all. There's a Latios treat. You know Latios, frightfully rare, that one. Not your run-of-the-mill Pokemon. Speaking of Latios, I do recall this one particular encounter when I was a younger feller. One day I ran smack dab into it, brazen as you please, while I was up in northeast Paldea, see? We couldn't speak much of each other's languages, but I got the feeling it was telling me to follow it. So I gave chase when Latios flew off, and I ended up climbing these mighty steep cliffs. Next time I looked up, I realized I'd come to a small lake, nestled in between some jagged cliffs. It was a secret spot, all right. It loves that snack you have there, so you might just have a shot at meeting it too. If you run into old Latios, be sure to give it my best. Okay. Well, before that... Okay, I think we can go legendary hunting. That would be a nice thing to try to do. But let's maybe talk to Cyranos in the league room. There you are, Destro. Just the person I was looking for. I heard news. You're the new BB League champion, am I right? I'll admit, I'm blown away. Inviting you to this academy was the best decision I've made recently. So, now that you've had some time to get comfortable here,
How do you find Blueberry Academy? You having fun? Sure. Love it here. Good, good. Just what I like to hear. Anyway, there's a small favor I'd like to ask of you, Destro. You see, the whole academy's become so much more lively and energetic since you came here. And that got me thinking, maybe we should have even more people come visit from Paldea. Have them come as special coaches or something. You know a lot of people, right? You've got lots of friends and everything. I mean, like teachers from your school, gym leaders, that sort of thing. Oh, and any strong friends of yours are also welcome here. Well, sure, I know quite a few people that would fit that criteria. Spoken like a true champion. I knew you were the right person to ask. You can use the clubroom computer to contact anyone you want to invite. Oh, but it'll cost BP. We'll need to pay for their trip and such. Here's something to get you started. Okay, interesting. 200 BP. Hopefully that doesn't require a lot to get people to come here. I think I'll arrange for the special coaches to stay in this clubroom when they're not teaching. You should have a chat with them while they're here. Now then, I'll leave it to you. Enjoy! Okay. So, can we just invite anyone that we know? Like, all of the... Oh, jeez. Okay, well, there's Katie and Kofu. Using PC in the Lugroom, you can invite your friends and acquaintances from the Paldea region to visit Blueberry as special coaches who you can talk and battle with. You can have a max of 2 visitors over at a time. Okay. So... Oh, interesting. By special coach. Okay, so each one is only 200. And it looks like we have to go with a gym leader first. Okay. Katie, Brassius, Iono, Kofu, Larry, Ryan, Grusha. I forget her name. Tulip, I think? Well, I'm tempted to bring in Larry, but disturbing Larry, I feel like it'd probably be the least thing that he would like. I'll do Kofu. Kofu was honestly a great gym leader. One of the more memorable ones from, at least from my experience. So we'll bring Kofu over. Hey, step right up. Kofu, the surgeon chef, here to deliver your order. Okay, well there's Kofu. Volton Veluza! Fancy running into you again! You're still a student, ain't ya? Yet here you are getting an invite, special coaches and everything. You're really something else, kid. It's not that big of a deal. What's the point of denying that a big deal's a big deal? Being humble only goes so far, kid. Anyway, thanks for giving me the chance to come all the way out here. Old man Kofu's gonna learn something along with the kids, let me tell ya. So, can I battle him? Yes, lively battle with old man Kofu. Sure, let's go ahead and have a battle. I've caught myself a whopper. Let's head on up to the entrance then. Okay, also, is this double battles or single battles? I guess we'll find out. Oh, immediately starting! Alright. Pelipper. Okay, so it is singles. That's not exactly great. Level 80, and he has a full team of 6. Okay. Well, I guess we can just go ahead and use Crunch then. So we do have quite the level advantage on this. Okay. So, honestly, that shouldn't be too bad for my team then. Okay, we get the Moxie off as well. Next is Klotzer. We do still need to go get that Latios. And then there's so many other things that I wanted to try to do while we were here. But you know what? We'll do this. I might, oh my god, I'm just going to sweep now. Moxie! Moxie! Alright, next, Feraligatr! Alright! Was not expecting a starter. And he's faster. Oh boy. Oh, and I lived! I can't believe I lived! And the crit! Oh, Cortez, this is why I love Moxie so much! If you can survive and you have a sweeper, oh, does it work wonders. Alright, next is Veluza. Okay, breaks the mold. Aw. Spoil sport. Alright, well down goes Cortez, so that's unfortunate. And the rain stopped. Okay, that should help out a bit. Actually, let's go ahead and send out La Rochelle. Now, I assume for balancing, when it said that I could basically do it without charging, I'm going to assume that I can still only terrestrialize one Pokemon per battle. It just means that I don't need to go to a Pokemon Center or a raid den in order to recharge it. That's what I'm assuming. Okay, there's a liquidation. Yeah, honestly, I think changing to a bug type was the best thing I could have done for La Rochelle. That way, it's just not extremely frail to any water. Alright, next is Wugtrio. I think he has one more. Yeah, there's one more after the Wugtrio. Throat Chop. Okay, well that wasn't too bad. Get off the Mega Horn. Okay. Gooey. Okay, so he's got one more Pokemon. The one that he's likely just going to terrestrialize. Yep, Crabominable. Tides of battle are fickle. You never know how they'll flow. And that's what I like. Okay, Crabominable. I mean, I assume he's just going to terrestrialize. Prepare the rigging for a big transformation! Tide's gonna flow my way now! Okay. It is interesting, though, that all of these trainers are level 80 when I need to be roughly 85 against Kieran. And Terapagos. Okay, that's bad. Oh, well, that's not too bad. Oh, especially since... Huh. You know, I always figure Ice is super effective against Bug. I guess not, though. Alright, Breaking Swipe. I think we speed tie. Oh no, his speed went down. We didn't speed tie. He just fell below my speed after that attack. Alright, well, that worked out pretty nicely. What a great catch! Oh, and this is a great way to grind out some money, too, if I needed to. There's no stopping the force, you muster. It's like watching a Magikarp swim up a waterfall. Fancy youngins like yourself keeps this old man learn and grow too. Here's a little something for you. It spice packs a real wallop. Just like you, kid. Ooh! Herba Mystica! I've never been able to get this! Then again, I never really tried all that hard. What did we need for Zangoro's quest? Was it spicy Herba Mystica?
You come back and see me again now, you hear? Okay. Okay. That is something I'm very much going to want to look into. However, I think what I'll do, what I'm going to do is we are going to head back to Paldea. They said, this kind of looks like where it would be. Although, all this looks like it's opened up. Yeah, because before it seemed like the only thing that I couldn't really do was mostly up around that region, but Alright, well, first off, I'm just gonna head over the North Province area. Wait, what? Oh, I'm inside. Alright, well, let's go to the terrarium first, and then head over there. Okay, now, do I need to heal? I don't need to heal, so that's good. Okay, so what I wanted to do was first off, head over... No, that's for grouping. What I need is just the wireless communications. Is it just from the Poke Portal? I think it's Mystery Gift. Let's see. Get via internet. So I think this... There it is. The mythical Pechaberry. This unlocks the epilogue. Okay, so with that, we should be able to access this epilogue. From what I saw, thankfully everything tried to keep things as spoiler-free as possible, but it took me a bit of finding for it too. But yeah, it was just get this mythical Pechaberry and then head over to Kitakami. Would you like to continue? Weird how that's worded, but okay. Alright, so we got that taken care of. Now the main thing that I want to try to figure out... Actually, I wondered, doing that internet connection... Yeah, that got rid of all the snakes. Oh, well. Okay, so I think from what it kind of indicated, it might be here by the watchtower? Is this where Latios is? I see Dratini. I see a lot of Golduck. Yeah, I mean, I just see the trainers here, because it said that Latios was around the northeast of Paldea. And judging by that lake description, it also seemed like it would be around this area. So unless Latios is like at the top of one of these towers. Let's see, Altaria, Swablu. I'm hoping it's that we didn't need to start from that whole bit and then just kind of follow it over here. Might need to. Okay. Ah! Freaking Halucha. Don't let that Indeedee get away. I don't know what shiny is, but is it different? It is not. It is just a regular Indeedee. Okay, so that wasn't quite it. So unless it's just kind of out and about somewhere else in this area. Because I don't think it would be on top of one of these towers, would it? I mean, I guess it could be.
I'd like to try to catch this Latios and then just go from there. Well, I mean, granted, that would probably be the last thing that I'd want to try to do for today. Although I guess I could also try to use Koraidon to fly around. We've got that to do as well. Nope, the only thing up here is a Gimme Ghoul. I can't seem to actually fly. Is that only? I can't just be only at Blueberry Academy, right? Did I need to hit a button that... Huh. I'm hitting a bunch of other things and I'm not actually getting the flight capabilities. Oh, there's a trainer I missed. Okay, let me see if I can go back to the snack guy. Maybe he will... Maybe he can tell me that bit again with Latios. Okay, so if I haven't caught it yet... Oh no, he will just give me even more. Okay, well that's not good. Well, what's the second one? Ho-Oh! That there's a Ho-Oh treat! You know Ho-Oh. Frightling you read that one. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, long ago, started as a trainer. Southwest Paldea, near the cascading waterfalls. Through the night, training without rest to make my Pokemon stronger. And then Ho-Oh there. Okay, so unfortunately, no. You get one chance. Well, thankfully I'm recording it. Alright, well, let's maybe try Ho-Oh instead. By the waterfall, so maybe around here-ish? Okay, well... Wait, what? Oh, that's just a Bluefin. I was wondering, it's like, that one looks different. Oh! Gimme Ghoul! It's been a while since we've seen one. Let's see. That's just, yeah, that's just the other form. Okay, I did look into it just a smidge to see if there was, if I was missing something, and yeah, I was in the wrong place. Okay. Cascading waterfall, so maybe it's just up here? It makes sense that it would be kind of towards the top. Then again, it could be a different waterfall that we are looking for. Although I don't see anything up here, besides a Gimme Ghoul. Because it's just water that kind of appears out of nowhere. Okay. So if we go down here, we go down towards the bottom here. I do not see a Ho-Oh anywhere. So it's possible that I am in the wrong location. Okay, well, there's... Wait, was that another trainer that I missed? Yes. So many missed trainers. Okay, another Toxtricity. Okay, well, in that case... Let's see if we can move around to there. I'll go ahead and just meet you guys over in that location, and we can look for Ho-Oh over there. just kind of sitting right here. Okay, unfortunately, I did have to look it up. I kind of went all throughout close to the waterfalls, but instead it's right over here. So it's kind of close to that location. I think what kind of stinks is that, well, unless... I don't think the description would say anything. No, it doesn't. You get one indication of where it is, and that's it. Which I don't think that's a great way to go about it. But you know what? Let's try to catch a Ho-Oh, then try to catch a Latios, and then we'll call it a day. Okay. So, Ho-Oh. Level 70. What I expected it to be. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll just start off with a Thunder Wave. Man. I always want to use Paralysis first. But then it's like, oh, wait. No, I should have used my Quick Ball just to try to end it immediately. Okay, whatever. Just use a Light Screen. Just to protect myself from any mystical fires or anything else it might try. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Spirit Break. Not very effective. Good. And we lowered special attack, which is also good. Okay. Use another Spirit Break. I think one more Spirit Break, and I think we'll be good to start chucking Pokeball. Oh! Of course. I forgot Ho-Oh knew Recover. That's not good. Okay, well, just use more Spirit Breaks then. Alright, that one was a crit. Continue to lower its special attack. This is gonna get real annoying real fast. I mean, if we can just get rid of all of its recovers, though. I mean, that would be good. I mean, the fact that I'm continuously lowering its special attack is also helping out. So then that way I don't need to worry about it basically wiping my team. So yeah, so we've got Sunny Day, we've got Extrasensory, we've got Recover. And I'm willing to bet the last move is Mystical Fire. Alright, now please... Good! Good. Extrasensory. Love to see it. Love to see it. Alright, it is currently dark. Let's use a Dusk Ball. And it didn't work. Alright, there we go. That's the viewpoint I wanted to see for this battle. And there goes my light screen. I probably don't need it at this point. Let's just go ahead and start just trucking Ultra Balls. We've got loads of these. Ooh, 2 shakes. Not bad, but it doesn't really matter unless it's just the full catch. A 3 shake is the same as no shakes at all. One just gives me hope. Oh, just like that. Damn it. There's the Sacred Fire. Dang. Okay, that still did quite a bit. With how much I lowered its special attack. My goodness. Okay, we're getting good shakes, which is fantastic. All we gotta do is actually catch it, though. Assuming it doesn't use Recover. Alright, there's another Sacred Fire. Alright, at this point, let's go ahead and just put up another light screen. That way I protect myself against it. And there it is! Well, at least I can use more... I can use more Spirit Breaks. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to switch off of Grimmsnarl. Okay, and it's... Wow, all of that was at -6. Alright, well, let's just chuck an Ultra Ball. I know it's in yellow, but it's a little bit too much to risk. If it uses recover again, then I can go ahead and do that. Dang. Yeah, unfortunately, it might not be a bad idea to try to teach a few of my Pokemon False Swipe. Considering how much of a level difference, if all of these legendaries are going to be around level 70 like Ho-Oh, then it'll definitely be in my best interest to have moves that I know won't KO. So False Swipe is definitely going to be something I'm going to want to teach to a lot of my Pokemon. And there's the recover. Damn it. Alright, well, let's go ahead. We'll hit it with the Spirit Break. Alright, and there's the Paralysis. Okay, do I have anything? I don't think I have anything that's really super... I guess I could use Cortez. Fire Punch isn't gonna do much. There's also Zangetsu with Leaf Blade. Zangetsu's a big risk, though, because it is weak. Let's switch to Cortez. I can terrestrialize it into a fire type. That way I won't take that much damage. Oh, but I am immune to extrasensory. So maybe that's not necessarily in my best interest. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit it with a Fire Punch. Ooh, that still did a bit. I don't want to chance it. If it uses Recover again, then yeah, I can always just hit more Fire Punch. Especially with a Sunny Day. Ooh. Yeah, definitely don't want to do it when a Sunny Day is out. Not at that low health. And now it looks like the sun's coming up. Okay, well, if it keeps using up all of these different moves, then that's fine. You know what? Chuck a Great Ball. Why not? Oh man, that would have been so good. Okay, well, just gotta keep on chucking Pokeballs. Who knows? You seem like you would look really good in just a normal Pokeball, Ho-Oh. Aw, I thought... the one shake kind of makes you go, oh, maybe. Unfortunately, it still has a bunch of recovers. So I'll hit it with a Fire Punch. Okay. Yikes, even with a -6 and the burn! Ah, crap. Okay, well, sunlight faded and the burn. Damn, okay. I'll just hit with another Fire Punch. Ooh, yeah, that doesn't do a whole lot now. Damn, I was not expecting Sacred Flame to do that much, even at a -6 special attack? Yeah, -6 special attack, and it does that much. Okay, fully paralyzed, that's good. Considering how little it does, assuming I don't accidentally crit it. Ooh, perfect! Oh, that was a crit! Ooh, okay. Well, that was actually kind of frightening then. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's switch to... I don't really have a whole lot that's going to be super great. Let's switch to Adeline. I'm Poison Psychic. That should mean that I take normal damage from Extrasensory, and it's -6, so it shouldn't do too much. Sacred Flame I also think wouldn't do too much, so I think I'm just safe to just chuck some Pokeballs at it. And I haven't been keeping track of how many recovers it has, so that's also going to be a bit of an issue. Critical capture! Yes! Let's freaking go! Wait, hold on. Is there not a Pokedex entry for the legendaries? Hold on. Blueberry Academy. There... Like, is there no Pokedex entries? I guess not! It's not in any of the Pokedexes. It just allows you to get the Pokemon there. Okay. Because I would have expected it to kind of show up around there near the back. And obviously it's not going to be in the Paldean one. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Let's take a look at Ho-Oh. Oh, what exactly does it have? Pretty good in most of its stats, really good in special defense. Alright. Oh, wow. Yeah, I used up a lot of its stuff. And what else does it have? Calm Mind, Safeguard, Life Dew, Gust, Whirlwind, Ancient Power, Weather Ball. Okay, not exactly the best Ho-Oh, but it's fine. Okay, let's see if we can't try to get... Let's first get rid of this. And then, from what I saw, I believe I needed to be around here-ish? I think it was around there for Latios. I think what I don't like about these specific things is, one, there's no way to actually check that information again, considering that the guy immediately gives you another food for a legendary. So that's kind of annoying. Also, I should probably head over to the Pokemon Center first. Actually, no, I've got a ton of healing items. What am I doing? I am also going to need to see what exactly was the criteria to actually start. Oh! It's just clicking in the left stick. That's how I do that. Neat. Okay, well, I'm glad I figured that out eventually. Okay, so I think the one thing is that, one, there's no way to check up the stuff again. But also, like, the information that they give doesn't really... it doesn't really... It leaves a pretty big area. Like, a waterfall in the southwest. There's a ton of waterfalls. I'm sad about this because someone pointed this out, that one of the episodes, I ran past a shiny Q-Fent, and I am so upset. That happened such a long time ago, but someone just recently pointed that out, and it makes me super sad. Okay, that's a Mimikyu. Okay. Nope, that's just a regular Golduck. Okay. I'm pretty sure Latios was... There it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and heal. Okay. And then we save. In case something stupid happens, I want to make sure that I... just a bunch of spoinks. In case something stupid happens, I want a chance to refight this. Shine! Alright, let's see if we can't try to catch Latios. Okay, first things first, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. Let's throw a quick ball at it. Who knows, do we get a critical capture? No, but I'll take that! Oh my god! That was... You gotta love it! You gotta love it when the quick ball
all works. Okay. Well then, that is a good point to just end the episode there. So, next time on Let's Play Pokemon Scarlet. Oh boy, okay. Well, we've got a lot of other things to do. We definitely have a lot of different legendaries that we can continue to try to get. And that is, it seems like that criteria is then just done through, I think that's just a regular Riolu. Yeah, I think Riolu's shiny is like yellow. I think a lot of that is due to doing BBQs, so we may need to just go and grind more of those. I'm glad I've been grinding those out all this time. But we can go and attempt to just do more stuff with that. There is still a lot of stuff for us to cover, though. There might be more stuff to look into for a lot of those other bonus things. But in the meantime, I think it would be in our best interest to just go and do the epilogue. I think doing the epilogue might be the best thing we can do. That way we can just do the rest of the story beats, and then afterwards we can see if we can start to get some work in for doing Piran's little side quest across the 2 DLCs. So we'll go ahead, we will begin our quest in whatever it is that this epilogue entails. And we will begin that next time. So until then, everyone, take care.